Death Star, as they say in my part of the world. And welcome from me, Martin Smith, aka Cornish Grandad, to my new YouTube channel. I trust you're well and interested in learning a bit about why I decided to set up yet another Blender channel. Newly retired and I wanted a new skill. And I decided that I particularly wanted to make some mechanical models on the computer because I didn't have the skill to do them in brass as I really wished to do. So I started looking around and I found this product called Blender, which you'll obviously got. Realized it was free and the ideal starting place to learn computer graphics. But I was bamboozled by the technology. Voxels, baking, ambient occlusion, topology, retro topology. And I wondered if I really struggled with this initial learning curve, and I wondered if I could help others quickly learn Blender and offer something back to the community. Blender has amazing strengths in the depths of its community. There are literally thousands of videos out there. So you get stuck, you go to YouTube, you find a video. Some are great. I would highly recommend those by Grant Abbott and Andrew Price at Blender Guru to start with, or Blender.org's own site, to name just three. And there are many, many more good videos out there. However, there are many that aren't. Many of the press this, click that, shortcut XYZ type, which as a new boy you just can't follow. Many have no instructions, just tinny music over screenshots, which are sometimes so fast you have to slow the thing down to work out exactly what they've done. Many are so fast paced they appear to be some form of speed. I don't know. I remember the old days when you used to play a 78 on a 33. No, the other way around. A 33 on a 78. It sounded like Donald Duck. Many are on old versions of Blender, which are confusing when you try to follow because that functionality no longer exists or that combination is being improved. Later versions have enhanced the process. Blender has hundreds and hundreds of shortcuts. They're originally designed because that was the way it was built, but they also speed up your process, but they are also a big learning hurdle. But Blender's improved a long way since then. I think it was 2.8, 2.83, something like that. They kind of went onto the Microsoft left click does this, right click brings up a context menu. You can have pie menus, which are little circular menus come up and you pick an option around the edge. And those mean you don't have to learn all these complicated shortcuts to start with. Some of them are very useful. Some of them speed you up. Some of them are just so complicated I still haven't remembered the combinations. I don't bother. I right click or use my pie menus. The old timers, because they had to start with the shortcuts, will teach you the shortcuts. Me, I'm an old timer, but a new old timer, so to speak, so I'm doing it the easy way. You can learn them shortcuts at your own pace. So, what is the CGD approach? Firstly, I'll show you what we're going to achieve, so you don't waste your time watching an irrelevant video. And so you know what the final outcome is going to be. Then I'll explain what, why, and how. It's about learning so you can apply your knowledge, not rote, so you can just do this. You remember at school, some subjects you hated, you just learned by rote, and some you actually did enjoy and you know how to do them. You understand the concepts behind them. But the idea is you can learn Blender, do your own projects, and correct any issues you find. I've tried to set the pace so that it matches learning. Now, most people who are going to watch this are going to be younger than me and therefore quicker at picking things up. But regardless of your age, it takes a while for your brain to learn and absorb new information. If you rush it, you'll miss steps. You won't understand what's happened. You won't have that basic understanding, that grounding, and you're just wasting your time. So I've tried to set the pace so that you can learn. I would like some feedback from you all as to whether the pace is right or not. What you what you see is what you have, because we'll be using the latest version of Blender, not some archaic one. We'll be using the context menus and pie menus as much as possible, avoiding shortcuts and introducing them only slowly where I think they're relevant. And then I'll grade the tutorials from beginner to intermediate to the helpful, how do you do this kind of tutorial. Hope you find this video useful and the ones that will follow, and I'm proof that you're not too old to memorize, to learn, and in that vein please give me feedback on my videos. Have a great time learning, keep in touch, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.